Namaste, my beautiful queens. This video is a spread, but it's probably 6-card spread. I will add more if I will feel like it. But why I need to show you this spread? First of all, even if you are not looking for new love, I believe you would benefit if you watch this, because I will also show you how to do the new love spread. Whether you are single yourself and you want to see what is ahead of you, or whether you have somebody coming to you and asking you, when will I meet one, and what do I need to do? But you have to understand, I already made this video for YouTube. I just uploaded it on YouTube. The most important question you need to ask, whether you do the spread for yourself or whether you do it for somebody, not when I will meet my perfect man. This is the same as when will I bake cookies, when will I go for a walk in a park, when will I look my best. Those questions have little sense. The most important question, if you are single and you want to know how your love life is going to be, what you should do in order not just to meet somebody, but to meet the one you want to meet in your life, the one you can spend life with, those questions. And the most important question is this: are you ready for a new relationship? And this first card will show you if you're ready or not, because if you're not, it's going to show you why. The second question: what holds you in the past? The third question: what are you afraid of? And you might not even know about it. The fourth question in card: what you need to do. Fifth: what you need to give up. Six: if you take those steps, how will your love life be next 3 months? You can add 6 months or 9 months. This is the spread I want to show you. And whether you have issues with your existing relationship, I think you would benefit. Whether you want the new, you want to give up the old ones because they are not working, they are not serving you anymore. Let us do this spread, new love. I am asking the spirits of fire, spirits of air, spirits of earth, and spirits of water, the guides and the keepers, the divine, to give us the answers to our questions, to my forehead, to my mouth, to my heart. I am using the sacred key deck. So the first card: are you ready for new relationship? First card, am I holding it? What holds you in the past? What you're afraid of? Maybe you are aware it, maybe you are not. What you need to do, what you need to give up or to leave. And finally, if you take those steps, how your love life will change in 3 months. Let's put it down there. So we will start. You can put 1 card to a position, or you can put 2 cards to a position. Never put more than 2, because you're going to be all confused. Number 1, are you ready? Look at this. Are you ready? No, you're not ready. And at the same time, you are ready. You are ready, but you don't want to, because you are stuck, or you are so stuck in your thoughts and your apathy. And your guides, gods and keepers are giving you this cup. If you saw my funny picture in my community in my community in YouTube, I told you I wanted iced caramel macchiato with the Hello Kitty on the top of it. It's like this. you know, I could be talking about Four of Cups for till tomorrow, but you see that this is you. You are sitting under this beautiful tree. There are 3 cups. All of them are standing. None of them fell. All of them are standing, and the destiny God keepers, they give you this chance. God themselves give you this chance, this another cup. And this is the symbol also of the Ace of Cups, a new love here, but you don't even want to look because you're stuck in your thoughts. And the reason is you're either a relationship you are in right now, which you just don't want to give up. You just don't want to just get up and walk away. You either a relationship you are right now, or relationship you have finished, but you're still stuck in that vibration. Low frequency vibration, so-called. It's your psychological stage. You are refusing from the gifts of gods and destiny. You probably gave a word to, you told to yourself, it's either him or nobody. It's not the destiny is not giving you, the life is not giving you what you dream about. It's your non-willing to accept it and to take it, and usually this is done unconsciously, because not consciously you're doing it. This is usually done unconsciously, and you are just in a pity of yourself. Oh, why I gave my all years to him? I was fighting for so long, so hard, and why is that? And you're so sad, and you're blaming yourself. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to hope anything. You had to refuse from a dream you had, because obviously that dream wasn't coming true. But you are not ready. You see, you're not ready because you and the card is screaming you. You don't see the treasure just in front of your eyes. Just raise your eyes and you will see. Raise your eyes and you will see it's beautiful treasure, but you don't want to see. It's a depression. It's you don't understand that you can have it all. You don't understand that you have the magic wand, but you just don't want to, get it and use it. It could be depression. Life is all men are bad. The life is bad. I'm just simply unlucky. You're so tired. You're so exhausted that nothing is interesting. So, again, this is very often you're still thinking about some relationship. You are still right now, but which have zero perspective in the future, completely hopeless. You're still absorbed into them, and you understand that they are hopeless, but you still are them, or they recently ended because you are still entangled in it. And it's interesting thing that this is card sometimes shows so-called romance with an idol. Imagine a young, a woman, maybe, I don't know, 15, 17. She's in love with some pop star, movie star. She has his photo on her wall, and she understands that nothing's gonna happen between them two, but she just she's considered that he is her true love, only love, and because she cannot be with him, she's not gonna be with anybody. Just like, maybe kind of weird example, but it's like if you're in relationship with a person who's in another country or who is married, like like out of reach. It's a romance with a movie star means that he's out of reach, but she's still hoping for something, even though she understands that there is nothing to hope, and destiny gives her so many beautiful chances, but she just says, no, I don't want nobody, I don't need nobody, I just need him. And he could be out of reach, he could be in another country, he could be emotionally not out of reach, could be married, could be something. So of course then you just it's like when you sacrifice yourself, another reason, by psychological reason, your maybe childhood traumas, this is a typical twin flame hell, because usually real twin flames, they understand clearly what already real twin flames. They are in a stage, in the stage of me right now. We are long ago, the real ones already understood that we are on our own and we must do what we must do. It's been a long time since we have not been doing this. Those who think they are, but they are not, they sacrifice everything, believing that they have to just wait. It's like being fanatic. They are religious fanatics. Nowadays we are dealing with twin flame fanatics, which are not even twin flames. They are waiting for someone who doesn't give a damn, but believing that they must wait only for him. Sooner or later he's gonna wake up, sooner or later he's gonna realize, but it's not gonna happen. So you sitting, not noticing nothing around you. So of course it could be moments of anger, moments of suffering, moments of pain, moments of asking God, why did you do to me, moments of I gave my all, moments of disappointment, of jealousy, of this and this is this. Either it is still happening, it's a painful card, it still might be happening, or it just finished recently. So please think if it rings the bell. Or it could be also that you are in kind of a relationship, maybe not as tragic as I described, but nothing is happening. You're bored. There is no new things. There are no changes, no development in relationship, no development. It's like a crisis. It's similar to a hangman, and you're disappointed, but nothing is changing, nothing is happening, but you just you know, it used to be so good, why it's not good anymore? Probably he disappeared out of sight, out of mind, so on. This, are you ready for new relationship? Obviously you are not ready. Probably you are married or you are living with this man, but it's a routine, and it's boring and it's lifeless and nothing is wonderful is happening. So unfortunately you're not ready, you know, you have to get yourself out there. What holds you in the past? The second card, what holds you in the past? Because as I just say, I'm such a genius. As I just say, you used to be good. He used to be, especially if it was a fire sign, it's probably you're hoping that things are gonna be like it was a Page of Wands. It was so wonderful. He was so passionate. He was so in love. You thought you could trust him. You thought he was, you know, a good chance. Yes, he was showing you enthusiasm. He was showing you initiative, and you know, he felt like he was in love. It seemed like he was in love, and you were so, you know, burning to each other. But remember, this is the Page, you know, they are immature. So what holds you in the past is, first of all, this is a person himself, probably younger than you, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So he still holds you in the past. Whatever you had with him or whatever you did not have with him still holds you in the past. Or it's a situation, you know, it was good, it was passionate, it was wonderful, it was, you know, so a lot of chemistry, it was beautiful love making, he was burning. But remember, this one is burning like a match. Just like a match, he burns and burns out. So he still holds you in the past, that young man, or the passion he showed you but doesn't show you no more, but you still hope that it's gonna burn like that again. What excuse me, what are you afraid of? So because that fear, you could consciously have it or unconsciously have it, but what are you afraid of in new relationship? Okay, in new relationship, this we are looking, maybe you are not with someone, maybe you are single. What are you afraid? What fear prevents you from meeting that perfect one? Is there any fear? Let's, of course, you're afraid terribly terribly. This is a really bad card, a really negative. It's a card of poverty. But also, I like this card, how it looks in Arcanum. A woman, a poor woman standing at the cathedral. But we're having a couple. Unfortunately, you probably have the fear of poverty. This is two beggars who are hoping to enter the cathedral. So it could be that you are still in relationship. It could be maybe not for all of you, maybe for some of you, maybe you are staying in perspective-less relationship, but that probably could be your husband who provides you material comfort, and maybe you would want to get out. Nothing is happening between two, no connection between you two, no passion, no nothing but poverty. You are afraid to get out and start new because you're afraid of poverty. But this is for some of you. For some of you would be truth. For most of you, you are, unfortunately, there are so many things could be here. It could be very often, Five of Pentacles, that you had a romance with either a married man or a man who was living with another woman. So you are afraid that if you start with someone else, you could get into similar type of relationship. Also, you are afraid that there is a fear inside of you, and I want you to get rid of it, especially if we look at these two cards together. There is part of you which is afraid that this world is very cruel, and you think that, you know, I cannot change anything. There is no hope for me. I am, and then can go. I am too old, or I am too this, or I am too that, or I am this and this and this. Only absolutely gorgeous, beautiful young girls have a chance in love. I might not ever have chance like to be loved again. And it could be like this. Part of you is scared that you cannot change nothing, so you just have to simply give up and do nothing else. Also, you're afraid to get in such relationship. Again, it could be based on your past experience, that if this man chose to be with you, you would be outcast, because right here we have people who are outcast. And you're afraid that if you're afraid that situation will repeat itself, that just like in the one you just left or still are, in a new one, you could be faced with the same kind of relationship. Then he would have to choose between you and, I don't know, his reputation or his status quo or something like that. You are afraid. Also, there is something else here. Usually this card together with this shows that you might be afraid to look bad in the eyes. Again, this is the card of outcast. So you are afraid of what people will tell about you. And this is the forgive my language, girls, the most stupid thing you can even think about. If you're afraid what people will talk about you, that you're gonna be an outcast, even if you try to find love again, start something new, you are scared and you are depending too much on what people are thinking about you. Another interesting thing, if you are a woman who has money, if you've got some money, you might have been used by gigolo maybe once in your lifetime, but that fear stayed, that he will, pretend he loves you, but he's gonna use you for your money, and you are afraid to fall in love again deeply and truly, and then you're gonna lose that love. You want love, you want to be loved, but you're afraid of love, and also you're afraid of that fact that love might not last, because it seems like something like that already happened to you, or that love is gonna be short, then you're gonna be left alone, because also this two cards means that someone who you loved left you, and you feel abandoned and left behind. Of course, there are lots of fears in you, and you've spent lots of crying at night for feeling hopeless and helpless, with low self-esteem from feeling pain and scared, and of course you've been in some exhausting relationship. And also could be you could have been used for your resource, for your money, or for your love, or for your care, or for your psycho-emotional support. So there is lots of issues here, lots of fears. What you need to do what you need to do is Three of Pentacles. Of course, this is a worker. It shows that the inner work has to be, of course, done, because I like Three of Pentacles. It shows the Notre Dame walls, and this is Michelangelo, and he is about to paint the Sistine Chapel. So work, but he's sure that he can do it. So these two priests, they show him what they want on the ceilings of that cathedral, and he is ready to paint, and he knows it's gonna be a lot of work, but he knows that he's gonna finish it. So of course what you need to do is you need to get yourself, look how many sad cards are here, that you need to get yourself out of this, and know that you can do it. Like Michelangelo created the unbelievable paintings and 16 channels ceiling. I can't imagine how they did it back then. You still can do it. What you need to give up. So cheater and manipulator, the very, very scary. If this is the man, if this is the man who lied and cheated, manipulated and used you, and this is why you are like this, then I understand that obviously that you have to completely give him up, because it's horrible. But also Seven of Swords can say, you my beautiful queens, believe it or not, that you might be attracted to bad boys. Ask yourself if you are attracted to bad boys, because when bad boys give you this adrenaline spike, which is being diminished by endorphin produced by your body, and endorphin is opiate, it's a narcotic, and that's such reaction your body has when you are in danger, because it means run, fight, freeze. But when you don't run, don't fight, don't freeze, the adrenaline has to be brought down in your body. It's chemistry, and endorphins have to rise. It gives you euphoria, it gives you heartbeat, it gives you this like you're drunk, like you're walking in the sky. Who can give you this? This can be given to you by the bad boys. Okay, so the thing is that please ask yourself if you are being attracted to those dangerous bad boys, scorpionish type of boys with those piercing eyes, which can have, like, it's kind of like this Christian Grey who can have any woman and you feel attraction to him, because what Anastasia Steele was feeling actually was adrenaline endorphin spike. So you might also, it's an empath, be careful, because an empath, a narcissist empath trap is very dangerous, because the narcissist is a wounded child with emptiness inside. So what happens is narcissist sees an empath and takes responsibility onto themselves to heal them, to connect them with their soul, and it can take years, and you're gonna end up exactly like this. So please ask yourself if you are you either are attracted to bad boys, or you are trying to heal those beasts, to turn those snakes into the swans. So those you need to give up. You have to rely on opposite feeling. When you feel calm with someone, when you feel protected, when you feel taken care of, that's the man you have to pay attention. So you need to give up. Also, interesting thing that I can fall for the man like this. You know what? No, you know why not? Because first of all, because I am an empath, and second, this one is smart, and he constantly plays a very, very deep intellectual games and mysteries and all these things. And because I am rather intellectual myself, I get hooked on, and usually they are extremely excessively smart and intellectual, and I can get hooked on this, you know, like okay, let's play. So be careful. That's not, because you're always gonna lose. You can be also stubborn, trying to prove everybody, then, you know, or yourself, and, you know, I can, you know, if I love him enough, if I support him enough, if I give enough, if I stay enough, he's gonna change it, he's gonna get it, he's gonna, no. Please ask yourself if you have these things in you, and try to get out of it. If you do the healing and the work which was shown to us by Three of Pentacles, your love life next 3 months, you will be working, and you seeing here a very serious man, Eight of Pentacles, who is just the type of a man who you need to have. Not a liar, not a cheat, not a narcissist you need to heal, but exactly the man who will give you, who will work at the relationship, as you see him working, creating this pentacle, who will do what has to be done, who will understand that love is work. And if you have to, if you want to grow a beautiful garden, then you have to take care of that garden. You have to fertilize it, you have to water it, you have to do lots of things, and it's a man who is going to be older than you, slightly older than you, and who is going to, someone who had been alone for some times. Sometimes it's someone who was broken-hearted. Sometimes it's a widower who lost, unfortunately, his wife to a tragedy, maybe to an accident, or maybe to a fatal disease. Usually this kind of a man, he's never a player, he's never a cheat, he's never a liar. He stays alone because he keeps his love to someone who left him. But interesting thing that this card usually very often gives a situation when the woman who leaves him to a spiritual level, she finds the soulmate from a soul group for him, to bring him again the feeling of love, the feeling of care, the feeling of joy. So if you meet such a man and he turns out to be a widower, you can know that it's the soul of his wife. She brought you to him, and she will help you two to be together. It's a very how to tell you, a very modest man. If he does something towards a woman, means that he is very serious. He is ready to take responsibility, and he will work on it, and he will take care of you, and he will build build a house, build your favorite fireplace there, and or your favorite rocking chair, and usually you are becoming this healing water for each other. And like the man who thought that he never gonna love again because you only love once, he's gonna understand that he can love again. His heart can feel love and feel joy again, and you will become this healing water on his heart for him and make his heart bloom, and he will become the same for you. I think it was an amazing spread, my beautiful queens. I hope some of you got some answers. I am wishing you all the best. Thank you for being with me. I hope I am not disappointing you. Namaste.